when. It's Oklahoma from a few years back that has the Division I
What's up, everybody?
home run record as a team. 161 is the total.
Traffic
It's at this point a matter of just when are they going to reset that Division I record?
They're definitely on track to beat that. And as you mentioned, we talked about yesterday, are they going to get to 200? I mean, wouldn't that be something? If the record is 161 currently and they get to 200, I mean, that seems like it would be a record that would never be broken if they get there. Which is probably how we felt about 161.
I think there's only one program that could break it. This one mishandled by Pickens. So Garcia is aboard. Kai Miner went deep twice yesterday. She faces Aycock in a moment.
And these are the types of things you cannot do when you face Oklahoma is give them extra chances. A weakly hit ground ball that 100% of the time has to be an out. You have to play clean defense, limit the free passes because you know OU is going to swing big. And you don't want anybody to be on base when they do that.
Aycock misses low, the senior from outside of Atlanta. A good first inning, struck out a pair. How good and how consistently has this freshman played 30 games into her career?
Yeah, she definitely doesn't play like a freshman. You see when she steps into the box, just really calm, poised.
A little run and hit back to the circle. There's one. Miner will
What's
be safe
happening,
at
everybody?
first.
Sorry about the late start.
And so that time Garcia took off on the pitch. Miner put that one into play. Ole Miss
now that we have the feed up, everybody just watch the game. This is an ESPN thing, by the way. This is not my feed. ESPN's feed has been effing up the whole day.
Yeah, so that did not help Ole Miss's cause for a double play there.
What's up, Michael Slursa?
No chance to turn a double play, even though that ball came off of her bat very quickly, got to two quickly, but she's just so fast.
Alyssa Parker is very impressive two-way stud.
Everybody's not happy with you, man.
Start today in the finale.
You gotta stop, otherwise I'm gonna have to take your comment out.
A lot of different things that you can do with somebody like Alyssa Parker. She pitches, she can hit home runs, you can put her at first base. She's played, I think, just about every defensive position besides catcher. So versatile. This freshman class for OU, really, they all are.
That's a fair point, too. I didn't even think about that. All right, we're all good. Video's up. Everybody's happy. Wamblero, my bad. Quick Ryan, we're going to be good.
They didn't bring back a starter from a year
Wamblero's good. He's been on the feed, in the chat all weekend long. He wasn't doing that. I just got on Quick Ryan. It's my fault.
One everywhere she's been.
It's my fault because I was late, so Wamblero was actually trying to help everybody.
Wearing the microphone today on Mic'd Up Monday. So we are going to take you inside her dugout a number of times tonight. This is really, really insightful, enriching access. You get to, we put the microphone on these coaches and to hear some great inside stuff. This is Ailana Agbayani up for the first time today. Count goes even against the very good second baseman. Aycock faced the minimum in the first. He's got 2 outs in the second. Now, Agbayani has reached base a couple of times via the walk this weekend. She is hitless, though, in Oxford.
You can tell that Aycock's ball is moving. She has some good zip on these pitches tonight. Her down stuff is moving hard, and she's been able to throw her off-speed pitch effectively this first time through the order.
1-2. That time, Agbayani doesn't bite.
A huge pickup to get somebody like Kyra Aycock to Ole Miss after losing Aaliyah Binford and Brianna Lopez and Miley Wichenio. Couple to graduation, and then one, of course, to the transfer portal.
He's trying to shut down the side in the second. Swing and a miss. So Aycock faces the minimum
And this veteran is stepping up in the circle for Ole Miss and creating this energy that they need. Strikeout there.
All right, well, you got to give it to Ole Miss. They have decided that they've been embarrassed twice already, and they don't want to be embarrassed a third time, which, by the way, in the SEC, I mentioned this earlier, you're just not going to sweep constantly like you do outside of the SEC. So we've already clinched the series. That's the big win. And listen, I saw that the Softball America poll came out. It looked like Oklahoma might have, I don't know if they were 6 before or 5. They either stayed the same or maybe they went up 1 spot. They might have even dropped 1 spot, possibly. Because they kept Tennessee in front of Oklahoma in the Softball America poll. So anyway, my point is, listen, even if they drop, look, it doesn't matter. Oklahoma's going to be fine. They're going to be totally fine. As long as they're not losing series, and if they do lose a series, as long as it's to a highly ranked team, at the end of the day, they'll still have their chance at the postseason. And I agree, quit crying. I totally agree we shouldn't drop. But I looked at the Softball America poll today. Texas was number 1 and Oklahoma was number 5, behind Tennessee, Texas Tech, and Florida. They jumped Oklahoma in the Softball America poll. So, now they were always a little higher in the ESPN poll, and I don't know if that poll changed today or not. Let me take a look here and see. So that new poll hasn't come out yet. The ESPN.com poll has not been updated. So we'll see. You would think that Oklahoma would be at least 3 in the new ESPN.com poll, USA Softball poll. But the Softball America poll gave OU no love. Again, that is the ESPN feed lagging. That is not my feed or my internet.
Berzon, George, this rookie.
All right, let's see if Sydney can keep it going.
Start. Has hit a team best 404 to this point and leads the squad with 9 homers. Ole Miss trying to get on the board first. It did not do that.
Number 32 for Ole Miss, the head of the lunch bunch here. Hey, Sunshine. Again, see, that's ESPN doing that. That's not me. That's not my internet, not my feed. Whenever you see that tight little circle like that.
Ole Miss defense has done in the field. Feel a little more life and bounce in that dugout in the early innings tonight.
By the way,
important to remember that every
I got my wallet stolen today. How long has it been since you had your wallet or your purse stolen? Is there anything more infuriating than somebody stealing your effing wallet?
You approach it. We have
damn thieves, man.
Everybody is expecting them to win.
Oh, yeah. And how about this? An aggressive swing and a liner down the line. Georgia's got extra bases to kick off the second.
And they know when they're seeing their freshman Maddie George swing like this, that they're going to feel good all throughout their lineup, able to set the tone as a freshman, go down and get that drop ball before it has that break. Sweet, beautiful left-handed swing with some power right down the.
I do not know who stole it. I wish I'd have kept an air tag in my wallet, man.
Extra bases. Maddie George, that is a good-looking swing, and a couple of swings now. 2 out of the 4 hitters for Ole Miss are doing a great job.
It was in my truck.
Berzon drop ball, getting
it was in my truck
to the bottom half of the ball to not create a ground ball, but to create more of a line drive.
And I guess I left the door unlocked. I always lock it when I'm. It was in a neighborhood too, man. So it was some kids or something. They got in my truck and took it, man.
We saw Audrey Lowry. We saw Miley Wachenio. Rosales goes to pitch run at second.
Yeah, Ole Miss is looking a little sharper. That's what I was saying. They Ole Miss might be tired of being embarrassed by the Sooners. I would be.
Patty Gasso trying to get some
They're getting run ruled.
experience and get some SEC experience for these
Sucks.
pitchers.
Cassie Beesner takes that one for a strike. Oklahoma, another.
That's what I need to get. Quit crying.
Without, it's
I'm so used to being able to track stuff that gets lost because, I have used Find My phone to track down somebody that took my phone. A kid took my phone in the grocery store. I had it in my cart and I turned my back for like 5 seconds to look at the aisle, and some kid took it out of my cart. I tracked his little ass down to their house and got his dad, and he got his ass blistered, and I got my phone back.
Former Oklahoma pitcher that was.
I don't think so. It was in a neighborhood.
Pretty late, right before season started because of health reasons for Jen Rocha.
Luckily, I don't carry a lot in my wallet.
Patty Gasso
I just have my license and
just speaking about
my insurance card and my debit card, which, turn my debit card off.
Jen Rocha and how instrumental that she is as a part of this program.
Kevin Collier from Timbuktu is in the house.
One of the most respected humans.
Kevin just Ubered his way into Oklahoma from Timbuktu to join us tonight. What's up, Kev?
When they needed her.
She was on that 2024 national championship team. Beesner rolls that one over to her counterpart. 1 out. George stays put. And you get the sense, Gasso and company, that they are they're in communication with Rocha. Very excited for her return when that does happen. Taylor Roman swings through that pitch to kick off this at-bat. They've only allowed the 2 earned runs and just 8 hits. That 8th just a couple of moments ago, George's double. It was an interesting position that Keeney was put in. It was very much called very close to the start of the season. Patty Gasso said, "Hey, we need you. You interested in doing this?" And Keeney, to her credit, said, "Coach, whatever you need, I'll be there." And it's an interesting position that she has been in, getting up to speed on everything.
And it takes some getting used to work with these pitchers, to be able to learn not only to work with their mechanics in the bullpen and keep their mindset in a good place and understanding their strengths for pitch calling, but then to actually get into the game and help with pitch calling and charting pitches and looking at opponents.
Oh, Roman goes fishing for that one. Good pitch. They got to complete the strikeout. Now, Wells was hesitant, was looking the runner back, and very luckily completes that strikeout. The throw gets down there before Roman could beat it out. 2 gone.
And that one was for sure a drop third strike. We saw a little bit of a controversy with yesterday, but we know this one was. But Kendall Wells blocks that changeup, gets the out at first base. Razan going to that changeup in the dirt, getting a home run hitter out in Roman. That's a big deal with a runner in scoring position. And these are the times that you have to be better at if you're Ole Miss. You don't know how many opportunities you're going to get against a staff and a defense like Oklahoma has. When you have runners in scoring position, you have to capitalize.
Leilana Applin, the left fielder, has started all 3 games of this series. That is booted by Parker, and then no one's at the base. Agbayani thought somebody was there. Ole Miss brings a run in.
What in the hell is going on tonight?
So the Rebels do strike in this 2nd inning. They make Oklahoma a little bit of a fortuitous break and a bounce, and they make the Sooners pay.
Well, they'll take it. Scoring first, as you mentioned, for the first time in this series against OU. This easily should have been out number 3, but miscommunication between Parker and Agbayani, as Agbayani just continued to make that throw or make that play to first base, thinking that Parker was either there or going to get there quicker. Quite a mistake there that you're not used to.
Yeah, man, Wells is in a little bit of a slump.
We talk a lot about
got to learn to get out of it.
Of course, and it's explosive, but Patty Gasso and the Oklahoma defense are usually one of the best in the country at defense.
Well, their fielding percentage, they're top 10 in the nation. It's
I know
rare to
that's
see them
right.
make 1 error. When's the last time they've made 2 errors on 1 play? Can we get a game note for that, by the way? Our friend Brock, you might have to go deep in the record book for that one. Ryan Starr now has a chance perhaps to bring in another Rebel run. Only 7 at-bats on the year for Starr. You see she's hitless. Has started all 3 games in this series, is getting some additional opportunities over at third. And the count evens at a ball and a strike. That is a 2 errors on 1 play. And that second, of course, allows the run to score.
We saw Bella Emerling play at first base earlier in the series. And, you know, what's really put this
Man, what in the
OU
F is
defense
going
into a
on with
little bit
ESPN
of
tonight?
a pickle as well is the injury to Nelly McEnroe Marinas. They're starting third.
I'm gonna have to
baseman.
talk to
Did
my
last
lady
year,
tonight,
great
man. I'll go over
American
this with
type
her.
player. She went
She's
down with an injury that kind of shuffled around this
you know,
Oklahoma
man.
defense. And then Sydney Barker,
She'll-
and they
she'll
actually
bounce back.
is there now, but they actually had third base tryouts.
That's hit hard right off of Berzon. She's trying to stick with it, nowhere to go, and wisely just puts it in her back pocket. So Ryan Starr, I would assume that's going to be scored. That would be her first hit of the season.
Well,
And
I don't know if
this
it's just the
inning going.
softball gods that have
Did this
decided that
so
20
hard.
wins in a
Right
row is
yeah,
where it
Berzon
ends for
couldn't get her
Oklahoma
glove to it.
tonight. But
It's
this
not
is
very
starting to
often I
piss
see
me
someone
off.
Go feet first into first base, which didn't really matter. There wasn't a play at first base, but somebody, you know, you'll see somebody dive head first to first base, but not very often you see feet first.
Katie out there in the circle just to settle Berzon down. The acting pitching coach, she's got a good sense of humor, evidently. But in this moment, just trying to settle everything down. Good pitching circle visit, pardon me. So here is that slide.
Ole Miss is playing hard. Here we go, though. Feet first. How often do you see that? Like never?
That's because it's
That
stupid to
is
slide
somebody
feet
desperate
first
for
into
that
first
hit,
base.
whatever it takes.
It's kind of dumb to
Starr
slide at
gets a-
all.
She's
Just
gotta
running
feel
through
good.
it is
The
is
senior
the
from
way to
Long
go.
Island,
But if you're
third
gonna
year in the
slide, you
program.
go face
Yeah, she's
head first.
generally used as a defensive replacement pinch runner, so she's gotten a few starts this weekend and gets that first hit.
Saw her play a lot of shortstop last year in that World Series team. And
So-
again, if you're Ole Miss, you want this run that's standing 60 feet away. One just doesn't really feel like enough.
Kevin,
at
you
this
got to
point
get
in
your
this game. When you have a couple of runners on,
you got to
you're
get your
giving
Wing
extra
Chun skills up,
opportunities with
man.
A couple of errors.
That should have scared her enough.
We're in.
There's an 0-1 to Taylor Malvin, and if you're the Rebels, this is a nice bat to have at the plate in this moment. One of the program vets, the senior from Georgia.
All right, now I want to see Sydney Berzon
for much of the season.
go up
This
here
weekend,
and
she's
strike
down in
this
the
player
nine
out.
hole.
There you
It's that
go.
1-1 on the outside edge. The
Look,
Rebels
you
get
can
a
just
run
see
in
it
the
in her.
second
They think
inning
they might
after
win
a
tonight.
couple of
Now, how
errors.
cute is that?
Malvin trying to bring in another. Berzon misses low. Wells will not throw down to second. And Starr is in scoring position.
Hell yeah, you can have her.
A little bit of speed at
I
second
love her,
base,
but I'll
one
let
for
you
the
take her.
infield that gets to the outfield. Likely get to score 2 and not just 1 here. This is a big moment for Malvin, the senior, and this Ole Miss team.
Berzon's got 2 strikes on her. 2-2 rolled through the right side. It's a base hit. Applin scores. Throw to the plate.
And she's out.
Starr is out. Inning is over.
Still scored
The
one,
Rebels
though.
do get a couple of runs, but an absolute seed from Parker in right field. Guns the runner at the plate. Traxel says, hold on a second. I want us to challenge this and take a look.
She's such a...
The play to play was ruled as an out. That call is being challenged by Ole Miss.
And a lot that you could look for on this play at the plate. Oftentimes you're looking and hoping that there's some obstruction. What a play by Ella Parker, do or die, making this throw. They call her a professional hitter, but this right here is a professional defensive play. That
She's out by a mile. And of course, E ESPN.
Throw was absolute money to Kendall Wells to keep the ball in her glove, to secure the tag. Just so well played. Remember, that's the home run.
By the
hitter
way, I want to remind
catching that
everyone that's
ball in
Ella
from right
Sweet
field,
Baby
21
Parker
home
from
runs, and she can
outfield,
make
throwing a
plays like
player out,
that to
throwing a
finish
runner
off
out at
defensive
home base.
assists coming from the outfield.
People
that is
were
impressive. I think that
giving
this is
Ella
gonna
a lot
stand.
of
I think
grief.
that they tag her. I think that Kendall Wells looks like she's in a good position to avoid obstruction.
After further review, the call on the field is confirmed. Runner is out. There was
That's
no
right.
obstruction.
That Ole Miss
Great
coach
call,
is
partner.
ridiculous.
That was one element that they were looking at before making that official.
Stupid idiot.
What a throw from Parker. But it's the Rebels on top first in Oxford.
Now, I'm just going to make a prediction here. I'm just going to make a small prediction. I believe, because this is what's happened so far this year, every time this has happened, the Oklahoma will come back right now and put runs back on the board. All year long, except maybe one or two games, they had some slow games against, who was that team? Oh, man. They had a couple of games where they were like 6-4, 6, but every time they've had runs put on them by an opponent, they come back in the very next at bat and handle business. That may be the case, Juan Blero, but I mean, man, you got to admit that was a great play that she just made from right field. So she's clearly worthy. You know what I mean? Let's see if ESPN and the SEC Network are worthy. Get their asses together and stop the game from lag.
Nevertheless, the Rebels do have the early edge, and that's got to feel very good for Kyra Aycock. Oklahoma with no runs in these first two innings. First time this series they have been shut out in the first two frames. Swing, that one is out to center. Melvin has it lined up, one away. Aycock pitching really well and pitching with a lead.
Yeah, this first time through the order, she's done a great job of showing a little bit of everything. When she goes down, she's living on the edges, showing up just enough to move their eye level up. Even on that 2-0 count there, getting Barker to pop up that rise ball that she threw that's more of the zone and changing speeds very well.
First pitch to Abby Dayton. This is the 9-hitter, who is one of the more skilled hitters in the order. She's one of 3 hitting 500 or better. Dayton hammered that grand slam yesterday. It just completely broke that second game open. A very similar start to this game as in game 1. Her prior start against these Sooners, where she in the first 4 innings only allowed 2 runs against OU in the opener. Rosales, by the way, takes George's spot in right.
Yeah, Abby Dayton is kind of a cool story because she told me how last year when she was growing up, she told me when she was growing up that her dad had her do FFA and she ended up loving it, raised animals, and she felt like that had such a big impact on her becoming a good softball player and also the work ethic and time management that went into it. And so what she ended up doing was making money on her own to be able to go to
JT Thatcher, what up, dog?
lessons. So that's how she got a chance to have private lessons.
How's it going,
Her
brother?
parents didn't pay for it. She raised money on her own to be able to earn that.
We have a national champion amongst us.
That is impressive.
We have an All-American amongst us.
There's just a lot of really well-rounded. It's a well-rounded softball team. There's just a bevy of these well-rounded individuals on the field, off the field.
Just a hard worker, blue-collar player.
Good eye. Count goes full.
Really good eye on that outside corner, putting more pressure on Aycock. This payoff pitch coming with a full count, but a few balls off the plate. Great height, but definitely a ball. Good eye by Dayton with 2 strikes.
Over to short. Reisner pulls it in. And so Aycock has retired the first
Man, I
two.
tell you what,
She faced the minimum in the first inning.
this
She
is
has
one of
struck out
those
3,
nights.
And one time through the order has allowed.
This is one of those
0
nights.
hits.
But when a national champion tells you to chill,
Locked in. I mean, look at these breasts.
then that's
and
what you
the
do.
routine
You
and
chill.
the focus that she's had. Again, a player with experience pitching against an offense from Oklahoma.
Patty Gasso sharing a quick word with Cassidy Pickering. For Aycock, it's a step back.
I want to see
into
KP
a starring role, so to speak.
go
Last
prom
year,
night on that
Oklahoma
ass.
State only 22 innings pitched. Hit the portal, new opportunity, has been reliable.
I struggled with command at times, but
What's
the
up?
veteran move
I
this
am
is by
Sooner.
Patty Gasso to call timeout, to talk to Pickering, understanding the momentum swing here. Ole Miss just scored those couple of runs. Aycock gets a quick
Thank you for
couple
that
of
there.
outs,
I
and
am
she
Sooner. I
knows, hey,
appreciate
before
that.
we go 3 up, 3 down
We're
here,
at
I'm gonna
23
have a
likes.
chat.
Hit that like button
Slow
if you
this thing
can.
down, understanding the importance of momentum.
And if
in
you're
this
really
game.
feeling
It's something
generous,
that
subscribe to the
often
show. It
noticed,
doesn't
but
cost
she called
anything, and we're
timeout
trying to
on
get to
purpose for
10,000
momentum swing,
subs.
trying to get momentum back on their side if Pickering can get on here.
That's right, Kevin.
First time they have trailed.
Kevin all the way in from
This series.
Kazakhstan by Uber, by way of Uber.
Pickering fouls that one back to the net. It has just been a sensational start for this junior from Texas. She's on a 31 game. They've only played 33 games, 31 straight on base for Pickering. So, in other words,
Good eye, KP. Good eye.
essentially every game this season.
John, that's a good point.
So much power at the top of this order. Let's see what she gets here. A 2-1 count. Swings and hammers it. That's off the bat.
Oh!
Bounces into right field.
A little Sooner
So is that-
magic.
Sometimes all you need is just one
You
favorable
know who I realized
bounce
we're missing?
to bust
I
out
got
a mini
5
single.
Looks like
on
it
it.
have been 3 up, 3
Where's
down.
our boy
if
at?
Yamas is able to make that play and turn it into a 3U, but bounce does go their way. We saw
Thank
3
you,
or 4 hits
Sunshine.
go the way of OU in yesterday's game, along with those 5 home runs. Hits that just barely fell in.
Ella Parker at the
Good
plate.
eye,
She threw
sweet
out
baby.
the runner to put an end to the
It's
second.
where Sweet Baby reminds everyone she's got that
15 homers
butter
for
swing.
Parker.
Butter
Two touchdowns
pecan.
in the order 15-15, and then Wells with
Butter
a
swing.
4 sitting on deck.
Good eye, Sweet
And we
baby.
know as well as anybody.
Seatbelt Mafia. I know, man. I know, man.
The complexion of a game facing Oklahoma.
Well, and I love this leadership tactic here by Kennedy Bunker, who is a veteran catcher that Ole Miss got. She's doing a great job communicating with Aycock. You see her working hard back behind the plate, just like Patty Gasso felt the momentum. Bunker, the veteran back behind the plate.
I
felt the
always
momentum.
say
Go out,
Ken
talk to
Griffey
Aycock,
Jr. one
try to
Blero, but
get her
Gwen is a
focus
good
back
one.
into this AB right here for that very point that you mentioned. They need her to make great pitches, quit falling from behind, work from ahead, and attack the zone.
Come on, Sweet baby. Ah,
Back to the circle. Inning over.
damn.
3 scoreless innings for Kyra Aycock, the senior from Newton, Georgia, dialed in.
Kyra Aycock. Too many
Let me put
jokes.
this in language
Too
even,
many
corrupt-
jokes. Too many jokes. You know why, Wes? Because he was a certified badass on the football field. It's fun to watch a guy constantly intercepting the ball and running the ball back for touchdowns and winning us national championships. God, it was so fun. It was so much fun. But it's coming back. We're on the way back. Nagy and Venables are about to put this thing back on top of the mountain where it belongs and remind everybody what Oklahoma football was all about. Yeah, it might just be one of those games. Quit crying. You just never know, man. It's bound to happen every once in a while, you know. It's bound to happen. This is why we've got to have excellent pitching as well, because you can't, you know, if you live by one, you die by one. That's just life. That's the way the cookie crumbles in this thing we know called life. At least we're doing a better job than SEC Network streaming tonight. I mean, jeez. Somebody's trying to be funny. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? All right, Berzon, let's go, Sid. Let's go, Sid. Well, hell. Well, I think it is safe to say that this is not the start we were hoping to see from Sydney Berzon. Now, granted, she's not getting any help from the defense, who's committing errors today. Like it's no, you know, like all of a sudden we've forgotten who we are. I mean, geez, and Pete's. That's right, Nitro. That's right. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, I certainly would love them to play, but just because they get the injunction doesn't mean it won't be later ruled incorrect, and then they would be ineligible. All the games will be forfeited if you do something good, and that ends up happening. Can you imagine after waiting all this time if we won a national championship with Heineke and then they ended up eventually ruling him ineligible? I mean, oh my God, dude. I can't even contemplate that. Yes, Kevin. Kevin, if you weren't spending your time traveling to Kazakhstan, you'd know these things. Those Uber trips overseas, they take up a lot of your time. Howard, you can join us. You're more than welcome, dude. You are more than welcome. I think JPC is coming at some point tonight, but I honestly don't know if that's going to happen or not. Yeah, number 2's not bad. So if Golding's number 1 and we're number 2, where does that put Alabama? Number 3? Because that ain't bad at all either. Come on, Outlaw. Oklahoma trying to get out of this here. If they can get out of this inning without any damage. You like that one, Blaireau? If they can get out of here without any damage. Oh my God, dude. ESPN. If I got to see this little circle of death. Look at this. We just cannot. Dude, what in the hell is going on? That's the connection, JT. That's from ESPN, man. SEC Network is doing that. They've had to cut to smash cut to a commercial twice in the middle of an inning. Like briefly. This has been going on all weekend, actually. See that little thin line right there? That's how you can tell it's ESPN. Sydney's got to get out of this. Yeah, JT, I thought, a lot of people thought Sydney was going to be the ace this year. There's a lot of people that thought that. And she was really good at LSU. She had 51 wins in her 3 years at LSU. That's good. I mean, that's 18. What is that? 17 wins a year. So that's good. But she has not. That was the problem. Was that at LSU she couldn't win the big game, and she couldn't win the big. Well, she had. That's not true. She won some big games at LSU, but she couldn't win a national championship at LSU, and that was partly because she wasn't playing on a national championship level either. Really good, but really good is not national championship. You know the difference between national championship and really good, JT. There's a difference. So, I think there was just higher expectations. And the thing that's upsetting about this, or what's disappointing, I should say, about this, is that she had been looking good the last couple of times she'd been in the circle. She was looking pretty good. So I expected her to come out and I was hoping to see her dominate. That's what I wanted to see. So, it was a little disappointing.
Being able to work the inside corner just enough and up in the zone when she needs to has set the tone from the first inning and then brought it into the Ole Miss offense to score those 2 runs and give them the 2-0 lead.
Fair enough.
One of those first-year rebels in the circle this season. She has had a great rhythm and pace in the circle to this point.
I was thinking the same thing, Howard.
And so just a little more than once through the order has allowed the 1 hit. That is all. And 1 walk in addition to that. She's facing the teeth of this order now once again. Kendall Wells, Gabby Garcia, Kai Minor. So Ole Miss loses its entire pitching staff from a year ago, that World Series team. It was a veteran group. Number of seniors moved on. Wells drills it. Oh, it's a
Goodbye.
no-doubter for Kendall Wells.
They tried to go to that low and outside shit
Her
again.
nation leading
And Kendall
25th
said,
of the season.
"Sure." That's what I call going prom night on that ass. That's what she just did, y'all. She just went prom night. She just went deep.
Hit that outside
That's what
pitch,
she
which is
did.
where they had been throwing her in yesterday's
Damn.
game and today's game. And with how much
Damn.
Wells had
I
been
think it
chasing
went over that
pitches, I
tree.
don't know why that pitch was elevated on the outside corner. That needed to be low and away. She had
I
proven
got
in her last
5
4
on
or
it.
5 at bats. that
What's
she
up?
would
I was
not
just
lay off
asking
of a
about
drop
you,
ball,
man.
down, low and away, well off the plate. And they had success with that. That pitch was too sweet.
That was just a no-doubter. Garcia takes that one in for a strike.
Opposite field, no less.
No
For
reason
number
to throw her
25.
there when they had so much success on drop balls that were essentially at her shoelaces.
Quarter century of worth of home
But
runs for Kendall Wells
looking
as
to
a
hit
true
early in
freshman.
the count,
That's
gets a
all.
mistake and
Yeah,
absolutely
Hey,
drives it.
is Kendall any good? Yeah, she's
off
pretty good.
balance
She,
in that
she
first
got about home
at-bat,
runs.
and
Yeah,
then
quarter
yesterday
century
as
worth.
well.
25 through
But
33
against
games.
Aycock,
That's all.
she has done damage.
And look at this pitch
As-
location
oh,
early
and
in the count. This
she's
pitch
like,
is
yeah,
more elevated.
That's awesome. She's a junior, senior.
Just middle out.
No,
A hitter
true,
like Kendall
true
Wells is
freshman.
saying, thank you for not throwing me
I
a
mean,
drop ball that falls
It's
off
amazing.
the table.
What
But
you're seeing is
part of
amazing.
that home run for Aycock, nobody was on.
Look at Garcia, meanwhile, flailing at that pitch. So Aycock trying to bounce back. This Wells story it's remarkable.
Quarter century.
From Georgia, leads the nation in homers.
Oh, 100% Nitro. Unless she gets injured, that is
Incredible
happening.
raw power, but the preparation is astounding as well.
That's absolutely happening.
I saw her hit 2 home runs in game 1 of this series and then struggled in yesterday's game as well as in her first at bat. So great job of just adjusting quickly, seeing a mistake, not second guessing herself in her mind, which is so easy to do.
All right,
as
we
a
got
hitter when
89 people
you're
up
out
in
a
the
few
chat
times and you're
between
chasing,
YouTube
just
and
trusting your eyes
X,
and being aggressive really in the field.
Twitter for old
Swing
X
and a
like me.
miss. Aycock bounces right back by getting Garcia chasing that pitch.
A great job here of Aycock of just coming back right after that home run, getting ahead of Garcia and then changing speeds multiple times. Love the way that she's mixing in that changeup. She's getting these OU hitters well out in front. That was well placed and a great rebound from the home run.
Here's Kai Minor.
You know what? Something tells me Kai's about to even this thing up.
Maybe we'll talk to.
And I don't know why. I thought there was 3 runs on the board.
She's told us she's not. Don't forget, she's kind of the life of the party. Very personable, outgoing. as
Kai
well.
ain't falling for
That's
you.
Kendall is the life. of
Low
the party.
pitches there.
Oh, yeah.
I guess
Yeah,
Patty
Kendall.
Patty Gasso is the life of the party too. But I just want to make it clear, you are talking about the freshman who you don't hear about very often being a freshman being the life of the party.
Yes.
But that is Kendall Wells.
That's 3-0. 3 balls, no strikes to the fabulous, phenomenal
Minor's in the
freshman
driver's
Kai
seat.
Minor.
One of her class of 20.
Smoking hot, too. That doesn't hurt anything.
Reached down a fielder's
All right,
chest
Howard.
previously. Takes that one in for a strike.
When you were really onto something, Kevin, with how Jamie Traxel has structured this coaching staff and what she's been able to put together the past couple of years. And last year, getting Aaron Earlywine as their hitting coach, getting Nancy Evans as their pitching
There you
coach.
go, man.
Couple of big moves.
Good
It's
eye
been a loss
there,
in
Kai.
the offseason to build a coaching staff full of winners. I mean, Aaron Earlywine knew how to win. Nancy Evans knows how to win as well. Aaron Earlywine took the job at Texas. Steve Singleton, who was their hitting coach, ended up taking the head coaching job at Cal. And Aaron Earlywine left Ole Miss after a year to go be the hitting coach now at Texas. So had to kind of scramble a little bit right before season to fill that spot. But Bobby Buchanan is there next to her, another one of their hitting coaches. She kind of likes to have 2 that work in tandem with each other. And Nancy Evans
That's
is
high.
a very well-known pitching coach and One of the best pitchers to ever play at Arizona.
This is my girl. Come on, Alyssa.
Alyssa Parker.
Let's
up
take
for
the
second
lead.
time today. It was interesting to hear Jamie detail. She's got a formula behind how she wants that staff to be structured. It's in for a strike. She wants a couple of savvy hitting minds.
They brought in Morgan Claveman to take the place of Aaron Earlywine, but really likes the way that two offensive coaches work together. One kind of game planning and being in the weeds about
What are you
plan,
doing?
and then one being in the weeds about more
I didn't recognize you at
approach,
first.
and then also
Spying on you.
approach. But she really likes that duo. Bobby Buchanan.
I didn't
worked with Aaron
recognize you at
Earlywine
first.
Last year, that was
Spying on you.
together, and then
That's all right.
and Morgan Claveman comes in.
We're
There's a
losing.
1-2
People's
for Make.
house.
And a miss. Down goes Parker.
Wow.
Babysitting.
Punch outs.
What's that?
For Acock.
To have success,
Me and my
against
wife's babysitting
players,
while they're on the
you
honeymoon.
to be able to change speeds.
Nice.
And it's what
Well, that's good.
Acock is doing so well, and not too much.
That's really
but
good.
just
Up at their
enough,
house.
and taking about 8 miles an hour off of this off-speed
I think
pitch
Howard's
has
about to
OU
join
out
us.
front.
Terrific start. Ike Bayani swings and
I
misses.
think.
I mean, these OU hitters, they
Yeah,
are
he-
off balance right now.
He sent me a
Even the balls that they have put into play,
he sent me a
of course,
message.
outside of the Wells blast. You've seen a lot of weakly hit grounders that have stayed
What is it?
in the infields in the opening innings. Count evens at a ball and a strike. The Sooners have just the 2 hits.
What's the
That's it. They
message?
have just 2. Nearly 4 innings into this one.
I know the game was supposed to be on at 6. He sent me a message at 6:17. He says, "What the fuck? The game's on."
1 for the righty.
Like, yeah, we're just running late, man.
On the go. That one's into center, and Minor does stay put.
They would start these games at a better time. It would be a lot more
That
helpful.
wasn't maybe 2 bases.
Well, it
that
was
Minor
supposed. I thought it was
took
supposed to
right
start
there.
at
She could
7.
really fly. Instead,
That's
decided
what
to
I'm
stay
saying.
put.
They need to start them all at
Throws-
7 o'clock.
threw someone out earlier.
I agree.
Guess they're trying not to
David
compete.
Minor, she's- most times.
Trying not to
Save
compete.
Down there. She is so quick.
She's in scoring position.
That makes
Love the
sense.
sport.
Ilana Agbayani.
Maybe they don't feel like they're.
Pitcher's mitt. Is there time? Pickens gets the out.
I can't enlarge this any, so
They stick with it. And it preserves the Ole Miss lead.
Great.
At least
play by
OU
Pickens to
put
finish
one
this
back on
going.
the
She had to
board.
be so quick.
So they took back some of the damage.
yeah. What's the
They
score?
took back some of the damage. 2-1. 2-1. Ole Miss is winning.
But
OU had a rare play where they had a couple of errors on the same play, and they usually don't have errors at all, but they had multiple errors.
What
on the
inning
same-
are they in?
That was just the top of the 4th. Oklahoma batting at the top of the
Okay.
4th. So there's only
Yeah,
three,
yeah, I guess you can't blow.
more bats for them.
I guess you can't blow every.
No, you can't. We like to, though.
Well, I'm in here. I got 5, but I probably won't be on here for long.
He's babysitting the little Rugrats.
Yeah, I'm
the one
babysitting
little
my
Rugrat.
grandson.
How old is he?
He's 3 years old.
3 years old. Wow, that's already. I didn't even think he was that old. Damn, that's a.
He's might as well say 3.5. He'd be 4 in August.
Oh wow. Oh yeah, he's real close.
And it goes by real fast.
Yeah, it does, man. It sure does.
Everything in general.
Yeah, it does. Life goes by real
So you
fast.
didn't recognize me with my Alabama hat on?
No, I didn't recognize you at all.
Time tonight to the
For a
Hall of
second, I
Fame.
thought it
That's
was
Manny.
Howard.
So, Coach, thanks for taking a moment to
Showing my
Because I
true
don't know what
colors.
Howard looks
Twice
like.
through the 2 times.
Showing my
through the
true
board.
colors tonight, huh?
Kyra Peacock tonight. What do you make of the at-bats? What have you noticed?
Let's see what Patty
I
has to
think we're
say.
pressing a little bit. She's throwing really well, throwing hard, hitting good spots. So We just got to be a little more patient. I think we've wasted some at bats by not being very competitive. So we've talked about that. Got to run out of it, hoping to turn this around here.
Coach Sydney Berzon's first start
Does
with
Howard
you in
get
SEC
scared?
play. What have you seen from her start?
I like it. think
I don't know
she's
what's
done
going
well.
on with
We had a
Howard.
mishap
Howard, where you
over
at,
here
man?
That turned into 2 errors and a run score. I think she's handled herself very well, and that's
I'm just trying
part
to goad
of,
him a little
our
bit.
plan going forward.
Come on,
for the
Howard.
Future in the SEC.
Coach, thanks for doing this.
Get
Good luck
on
the
the
rest of the
stream,
weekend
brother.
and the season.
Thank you. Thank you.
What
Time
about
to get on that
old
stream,
Heath?
Howard.
Really
Has he tried to hit you up tonight?
these teams, because after the game, Oklahoma will
Yeah, well,
charter
earlier he was
back to Norman. so they'll
Sunshine
get
was
in
was
pretty late.
was
Not the
scolding me for
entire
not putting him
support
on the
staff
show.
gets
What's
to
up,
hop on that
Leathernecks in the
charter, so
house? John
a lot of
Peters
them
in the
will
Golden
house.
who?
bus driving back to Norman,
Huh?
including somebody like
She
Tiara
she
Jack
scolded you
on
for
the
what?
support staff.
For
So
not having
it's a
Howard
really
on,
unique kind of
not getting the
Monday
link
night
to him.
touch
So I
that
was
they have to
trying
go
to.
through.
Oh, this one is hammered, by the way, to start the fourth. Beesner sends it all the way to the track. A long out.
They
She
thought
went
that was a
deep
home run.
yesterday.
Thought that was a home run.
Nearly does it again today.
Yeah, there are a couple of balls to center field that just have died.
That's
Off the bat
right.
of Pickens, and then now off the bat of Reasoner, that Minor is looking back at the wall.
I didn't know
thinking
Nick
it's gonna go over,
Saban
and
was
then backs
speaking.
up against the wall and
Was
makes
Nick
a
Saban speaking?
I'll come clean. That had
Dayor's in the house.
I didn't.
had enough. Based on
I
the
didn't
way
see
these
Nick
balls
Saban
were
in there.
jumping out of here yesterday.
Yeah, off the bat of Oklahoma, the ball just comes off
Touche.
a little extra higher exit velocity, and really that's the difference between it getting out of here and being an out.
Where is
Taylor
Howard
Rowland,
at?
Lighting on his
Howard.
phone's
pitch
bad.
off. We've had great weather all weekend.
The lighting on
Yesterday,
all phones
temperatures
is
were in
bad.
the 80s at our first
It
pitch.
sucks.
Temperature's about 20 degrees cooler.
It does make you look like a
tonight.
different person. I didn't recognize
does.
myself. I'm like, who the hell's that?
Yeah, it absolutely makes you look
And
different.
so Berzon
For
I
sure.
didn't even know I was on. Like,
has retired 4 in a
who's
row
on there
now.
with Killer Breeze?
The 2 runs that have scored against her unearned. That's the second time she's fanned Roman.
All right. Sydney,
Two
that's a
quick
good
outs.
at bat right
Changing
there.
speeds
We have JT
so
Thatcher
well.
was in the
Something
chat
that she
earlier. I
did
don't know if
very
he's
well
still
at
here.
LSU, constantly
JT, are
manipulating
you
her
still in the
swing,
house?
constantly
There he
manipulating her
is.
speed. This is what we've seen her do her entire
There
career.
he
And Tyra
is. Let's
Aycock
bring
has pitched really
Howard.
well, but
Everybody,
Berzon
welcome
has
to the
pitched really well
stage.
in this game too.
Howard.
Very comfortable for OU.
What's
Shot
up,
calling to
Howard?
Barker.
What's up, Killer? What's up, Outlaw?
2-3 inning. What did she
How's it
throw?
going,
Maybe
brother?
5 or 6 pitches.
Doing good,
That's
doing
all.
good.
So she's retired 6 in a
What
row.
are you up to tonight,
Really
man?
Settling in right now in a fun game at Oxford.
What are you up to tonight, Howard?
You know, supporting the posse.
I love it. I love it, man. We appreciate that. You think Oklahoma's going to pull this off?
You know, Oklahoma's got the best bats in the nation. Kendall Wells, of course, you know, she's the freshman phenom, and she's hit her 25th. So you can count on Gabby to step up, Pickering, and some of the others, and put up some runs before this game's over with.
I hope you're right, man. That's kind of what I'm banking on. That's kind of what I'm banking on. But you know, they've done it every year so far. That was the 4th inning. They did get one of the runs back in the 4th. They've got 3 more innings to get 2 runs, and as long as the pitching can hold them down, that's what I'm a little worried about is you know, can we keep them from scoring again? Because obviously today runs are at a premium, so we don't want to let them put any more runs on the board. And if they do, they need to be no crooked numbers.
Most definitely, Killer. You know, Berzon in the circle. She's really thrown a lot of bad pitches this game. And you know, that error on Parker earlier at first, that kind of hurt us. But I think, like I said earlier, we need to go ahead and move Alyssa to the circle and put Bella on first. You know, Bella's got a big bat. OU's got so many big bats, like you were saying the other day. You know, everybody's got at least 3 home runs, if not more.
No, it's 5 now. It's up to 5 now. Everybody on the team has at least 5.
Right, and they're carrying a .487 team batting average. I mean, that's the best in the nation.
Yeah, I mean, they lead the nation in almost every offensive category, So if you can get pitching up to top 5 in the country, you're just not going to get beat.
Now your comments covering his face. How you like that?
I would comment to that, but I'm not going to, Outlaw.
That's a confident man. He doesn't need to say a word. He knows where he's at.
You need to give Sunshine a big dating game kiss.
And she can have that in person one day.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You can never stop a player from playing. That just happens.
I appreciate you guys having me on your stream too.
Yeah,
on
man.
the channel.
Well, we're the home of what? What are we the home of, Killer Breeze?
The Common Joe and the Sally in the Know. More so than all those media talking heads.
Yeah,
right.
I checked earlier, Killer, when you said that it was ESPN. Of course, it's being streamed on or being played on SEC, and it's definitely SEC because I had the same lag.
Yeah. Now you can.
So it's not you, bro.
It's when the little circle is real thin like that, that's ESPN's feed. And when it's thicker, that's how
Right.
you can tell when it's more.
Hey, can
But-
somebody say who let the dogs out?
There we go. Damn it. Damn
Dang.
it.
Who let the dogs out?
God. That's-
Who let them out?
Apparently nobody.
Oh my God.
Alabama's into the Sweet 16. That made Auburn really mad. I've been whining about that
Oh,
shit.
that's good. What
Your
are they?
favorite
What
team.
are they?
Your favorite team got into the Sweet 16, Texas.
Yeah. I'm actually surprised that they've gotten that far. I
They
did
got
not
a
think
pretty
they would.
they got a pretty decent draw for an 11 seed. I'll give them that. I mean, if you're going to get those teams they got, those are the teams that could be upset. BYU
Well-
and Gonzaga, they ain't really played nobody all year hardly.
No, that's true.
And especially Gonzaga. Gonzaga, only team they play is St. Mary's all year. So
Gonzaga's been a mess all year anyway.
I do like those blue uniforms.
Yeah. The powder blues always look good, no matter what sport or what
Yeah.
team it is.
I like the powder blue. I don't like the dark blue.
So Sunshine wanted me to tell y'all, I know probably Killer and maybe Outlaw, but she asked me a trivia question. And so when the two freshmen came to OU, Wells and Alyssa Parker, in high school, both of these girls wore 00. So when they got to OU, of course, you can't have two players with the same number. They played rock, paper, scissors for 00. And of course, Parker got it. So that's why Wells wears the number 1 now.
That's funny. Yeah, that's awesome.
Why can't they just
that's a fair way to do it.
Why can't they just wear 10 and the other one be 00?
Who wants to be a 0?
Well, who wants to be a 00?
Apparently, a lot of these girls do.
Yeah.
I know, but why?
Well, if we knew why they did half the shit they did, I'd be a rich man. I'd sell the hell out of it. That was
That bit
outside.
Bud Light commercial, like an old Bud Light commercial, right?
What's that?
Why ask why?
Drink. What was it? Why ask why? Drink Bud Dry.
Yeah, yeah. I forgot about Bud Dry, man. I don't even think they make that shit anymore.
No, they don't.
Like Red Dog. Remember Red Dog?
Riley was my girl, Tubby. Love Riley Boone.
Remember
Say
Red
that
Dog
again?
beer?
Red Dog?
Yeah.
Well,
I
I
don't
guess.
know if I've ever had it.
Go ahead, Killer.
But I just don't know if I've ever had Red Dog beer.
I
I
was
didn't
just.
drink a lot of it. That's why I went out of business.
It sounds like Sunshine's going to be in Norman come August.
So does that mean that you're going to be in Norman come August?
You know I wouldn't miss it, Killer.
Oh, man.
Does the football season begin late August this year, or does it begin in early September?
I believe it's early September last time I looked.
So why would you come to Norman in August? Why wouldn't you just come to the first game of the year?
Come on, KP. Even the score here.
You know, I don't think she's coming to see a game there, Outlaw.
You don't think so?
Definitely not.
You live in Norman?
No, I live south of Norman, but
Okay.
I can be in Norman in 30 minutes, and Norman
You might as well
is
say you
only,
live in Norman. You might as well say you live in Norman.
it's not going to get
Close enough.
out. Sweet
Well, we got
baby
to
stick.
see if Oklahoma can. We got to see if Oklahoma can make this happen here. I don't know. I don't know. I'm disappointed.
I'll tell you this, Killer. If Ole Miss don't score more than 2 runs, OU will win this game.
I tend to believe the same thing. I mean, I just got to feel like they got at least one more home run in the lineup tonight, and that at least evens the score.
JT
man,
Thatcher
you know-
said that she's coming to see him.
Who's that?
JT Thatcher said that Sunshine was coming to see him.
In Norman?
She may be, but she'll be on my side there, Outlaw.
JT said he's going to take it.
I love it. I love it. That's
JT
all.
said he used to be an Oklahoma football player. He's got the trump card on you.
No, I don't know about that. I think it was true love. Love it. Love it. Love it. First posse.
Question is when is JT Thatcher going to bring his ass on here?
That's a good point. The man brings up a good point, JT. The man brings up a solid point.
I mean, I'll be willing to step off if JT's willing to step up to the plate.
Oh well, I think Howard, you gotta go nowhere. We gotta get old JT. Now, yeah, JT can come on right now if he wants, for sure. But we also gotta get we need to do an outlaw interview with JT. Get him show him a little love, Sooner Nation. I think if we throw that up on, I bet
I'm about to do an interview, a podcast with him.
or that.
An actual podcast interview.
Live stream.
Why do they even let this woman talk?
That Ole Miss coach, she's crazy as hell. Something wrong with her.
Yeah, she's a dumbass.
She does some crazy shit the other night.
Great job of that so far.
Coach, after a couple of tough games
Let's
to
do
start
it.
this series, what was the message coming into this game to your team?
Our message into the weekend for me was like, man, like what's inside? Like how much guts do you have as an individual and how much guts do you have? And that will make up how much guts we have. Like our
Turn her
is it
up some.
response about you, is it mission focused response, which is team? Is it fire? Is it flight? But like what's inside you and how much guts do you actually have? Like, OU's supposed to win. So play loose, play free, play to a standard, not the circumstance, and let's see what we're made of this weekend. And I
shit.
love our performance.
She messed up
today
one
and
thing
won the
there.
ball
She
game,
said
and
OU's supposed to
I'm excited
win,
see
not
what happens
OU's
next
going to
week.
win.
That's right there. That would get her fired.
Yeah,
I'm the
for sure.
athletic director
Starting
of
with the
Ole Miss.
social
Her ass
fire,
is
you're
fired
right.
Hey,
tomorrow.
we appreciate you doing this. Good
Yeah.
luck the remaining innings.
I mean,
the rest of the
You would
season.
fire somebody for
Yeah,
telling the
you'll
truth,
find
Outlaw?
Yeah, you're not supposed to tell that kind of truth.
Everywhere she has been.
You're supposed to think your team can win.
really 2/3 of her games.
Of course,
Yeah,
I think like an
that's,
Alabama person.
World Series a year
Y'all think
ago.
like Oklahoma people. We think we're
Gotta
supposed to
love
win
that.
every game.
Show me how
Ole
much
Miss people ain't in that, and they just don't have that
series
shit, I
like
guess.
this one.
See, here in Oklahoma, we don't think,
Big challenge.
you know, you say, dear Alabama, you think you're supposed to win every game, or that's what Alabama does. Here in Oklahoma, we know we're supposed to win every game.
Except you didn't.
I mean, you know, that long, I know you're going to go back to the Long Beach game.
No. I'm gonna go back to the playoff game.
As hard as you can.
Oh, you're going way back in time, huh?
Yeah, just a few short months ago.
Terrific reset, refocus. And
Yeah, I'll give you that one.
That was payback. That was payback. Y'all beat us on homecoming, man. Y'all ruined our whole homecoming.
No, we didn't beat you, Outlaw. I know Alabama's your team, but we embarrassed you at homecoming.
Y'all only beat us by about 2 points.
That embarrassed you, though.
It was embarrassing to get beat on homecoming for sure.
It was
We definitely
embarrassing to
didn't
be
get beat on
down 20.
homecoming.
It was also embarrassing to be down 28-0 in the first quarter against Alabama in the
It was.
playoff game. It sucked.
0-3 and then 0-6.
It sucked bad.
0-8.
But you know, I've always said, because I'm a big NFL fan also, I've always said any given Sunday, it don't matter how good you are.
Absolutely. What is your team in the NFL? Are you a Cowboys fan?
And I wouldn't go watch the Cowboys if I got free tickets on the 50-yard line.
Good man.
I'm a diehard Saints fan.
Good man. That's what I'm talking about. Hell yeah. Well, now we're even.
I already knew you were a Saints fan. When you put Breeze behind Killer, that gave it away.
Comes Lowry. That has been their.
Yeah, I'm
top arm just
I'm from
based
New
on
Orleans
usage,
originally.
Wins, and all of the numbers.
Yeah, I'm
and Lowry
hard
exchange
Saints
a few
fan.
words.
I mean, actually, that tattoo is actually a fleur de lis.
I'll be honest. I'm glad Alabama and Oklahoma do not play in football this year. That way, I don't have to worry about losing subscribers.
I mean, what, you going to lose your Alabama fan base subscribers or what?
I had a bunch of Oklahoma people quit on me after the Alabama game.
Did you really?
Yeah,
dude.
Well, you
I'm
know,
not saying it to aggravate. I'm saying it for real.
No, and I'm going to comment on that. You know, when you do this kind of stuff, Outlaw, you're not just one fan base. You're doing it for all the fan bases, whether you're showing Alabama, Oklahoma, Tennessee. You know, just because you're an Alabama fan or whatever, I mean, they have to accept that, you know, everybody's got their own team. But yet the person that's sitting up here taking their time to stream these games and stuff, they're doing it for the purpose of the people that subscribe to their channel, come in here, you know, and just make it a lot of fun.
That's right. Some people just they don't have thick skin, man. No matter what fan base you're a part of, we all have them. We all have those fans that just don't have thick skin. They embarrass us. Alabama's got them. Oklahoma's got them. Ohio State's got them.
They all got them.
Jamie Traxel talking with her catcher, Emily Bunker, who threw a runner out earlier tonight.
I would like to go to the game with everybody, though. That'd be awesome. We just find a neutral site or something to go to.
As we push deeper into this one, Audrey Lowry.
Yeah, I mean, I would be down for that.
In the SEC with those 14 wins. She pitched
what are you thinking? Football or
number 9 hitter Taylor
Melvin? Yeah.
I'm sure you're thinking football.
It could be football. I mean, maybe we could get cheap tickets to a Vanderbilt game in Nashville.
Well, I know this much.
Freshman year coming from the left-hand side, so this
I'm sure Alabama will make the WCWS along with Oklahoma, but let me tell you, you're not going to get a ticket to that, and if you do, you're going to pay upwards of $2,000.
Really?
I'm sorry, I'm not going to drop that kind of money to go to see it. You know,
for softball, you got to pay $2,000.
Yeah. Do you know what the seats run behind? Like for the what was it? The game the first game they had at Love Field. I'm trying to remember who we played. But I think it was Alabama State. behind home plate tickets were
Initially,
running
the second
upwards of
out here in the fifth
$649
inning,
a
Parker
seat.
puts it away.
That's
And you might
crazy.
do the
That's
position
ridiculous.
for later on in the road that it puts Audrey Lowry in to
That's
give
so
her
I
the
mean,
experience of
it-
I wouldn't even
energy.
pay that for a
So
football
if
ticket.
you know you're going to
Hell no.
Now you could
Let
have got
alone
a,
softball.
you could have got a seat for that game out in the left field section 15 row 2 for like $70.
That will help her later.
Now, I
on the
paid
road.
some
That's a
outrageous
great
prices
point.
for tickets
Kennedy
before. For the
Bunker, by the
2000
way,
Nebraska
is back in the
game,
box.
I paid $1,500 for 2 tickets. This was back in 2000. $1,500 for 2 tickets on the 50-yard line
She
in
pitched in the
Norman,
opener, went 5
and we were about
scoreless innings.
15 rows up. It was
She looked
amazing.
really good.
I mean, it was
on
just
Saturday
unbelievable.
night.
Best
Game
college
one,
football game I've
shutdown
ever been
innings,
to.
and you can tell if she's a pitcher, it's gonna
Sunshine
take
says she'll bring the sunshine.
roll for
Well,
her last
she
year,
brings
but
it every morning when I wake up and there's that
Lowry
good
was the
morning
ace of this
text.
Oklahoma staff. And this year, it's looking like
JT,
that ace is gonna be
were you the
Audrey
one
Lowry.
who
The sophomore from Pittsburgh, Indiana.
didn't we have a pick in that Nebraska game? I remember we went down 14-0
Bunker
early,
nearly hit again
and then we
for
just
that
started whipping
flip
ass.
a piece
But I
of the
feel like,
jersey.
did you
I
have an
guess not.
interception
She
in
was
that
hit
game?
by Berzon, her last plate appearance. Wore one on the right
Seatbelt
shoulder.
Mafia said he went to the college softball World Series last
2 outs.
year for $80.
The Rebels lead by 1. That's ball 4.
Yeah, I'm not paying.
It's tricky
I
too,
might
like,
pay
I
$80.
think her
$80
there,
I could do.
she'll work
Well,
in.
that's-
It's a little
that's
bit of an
fair.
off-speed pitch for her. Oftentimes, these left-handed pitchers like to
But you're
rely
probably
on
gonna be
that
put in the outfield somewhere,
curveball. She uses her curveball as an
Well, that's
off-speed
all right.
pitch, coming in at about 60,
which is fine with me because I like to catch one of them balls.
I was just about to say, you get a chance to catch a ball.
Baseball is the only sport where people like to be in the end zone.
Gets hit.
Oh, damn it,
We've got a
Lowry.
couple of Rebels on now.
Oh my God, man. Oh, that was Derek Strait had an INT. I remember having one. I love that game. Was so much fun,
Hard
man.
up
Yeah, they're having the Olympics in Oklahoma City too, right?
Yeah, they'll be in Oklahoma Ccity.
Might could do something with that. I don't know. Make a trip on. I don't know how much Olympic tickets would cost.
Down a little bit.
Probably not cheap. Sunshine, are we supposed to have secrets?
Feels like the stakes are just getting
Secrets
keep
are
raising
bad,
as this one
man. No
gets
good.
deeper. Ole Miss by
So-
1.
No good. You can't have secrets with your lady, man.
You know, just keeping it real. When you do stuff like this, Killer, you know, people's always going to have a different opinion of what you say. And I'm going to bring up a bad subject here, but I'm 100% with you on the Jordy Ball situation. You know, if she's happy, great for her, but you know, I think she went for the wrong reasons, bro.
Thank you. Thank you.
I think she went for the right reasons. I have to disagree.
Here we go. I knew that was coming. I knew when you said it. I was like, oh, he's not going to like it. He's going to definitely go say something.
I ain't got a problem with it. I just don't agree with it. That's the only thing. No big deal.
Hey, that's fair. That is fair.
Who faces Lowry?
It's totally
It's a
fair to
left-on-left
not agree
battle.
that she made a huge mistake.
She was just another plum on the tree at Oklahoma. She can make her own mark at Nebraska.
Hit it hard to third.
Well, she can shine more in Nebraska, of
if
course.
that was the
because
reason
she
why
doesn't
she-
have the caliber of players that Oklahoma has.
We just learned
Yeah,
so much
but
about
that's not why she
last year
went.
as a freshman at the SEC.
No,
Okay,
and
that's
and
not
the
why
fact
she
that
went.
she said she went because she didn't get the bat is like 10% of the whole deal. 90% was she was homesick, missing that boy.
Right. Thank you.
She is so
That's
Yeah, nothing wrong with
100%.
that.
steady.
Listen,
in these
it was
moments.
partly the hitting thing, but the
No
hitting
one
thing
better
would have
than
resolved
the plate.
itself. She's clearly a great hitter. She would have been hitting. But
So Berzon and
eventually,
Lowry
it was a
retired the
mistake,
first
by the
two
way,
hitters
by
in the inning. All
Gasso
of
to
a
not
sudden,
let her hit.
you've got two
Clearly,
Rebels
that was a
with base
mistake.
bats.
But
But
she's
she's no
young.
listen.
This is important
Sorry.
for Ole Miss.
Sorry,
Trying to
Killer, go
set
ahead.
another.
She's super young,
That's in
and
the
you know
dirt.
how it
Now
is when
even
you're
to 2
young.
balls and 2
You
strikes.
can't
You're never comfortable
conceptualize that
with a
3 or
1-run
4
lead
years
against
is not a
Oklahoma. I don't
lifetime.
even think that you're
It seems
comfortable
like
with
it's going to be
5-run lead
forever.
against
And
Oklahoma
you're
because of the
watching
way
all
that
your
they score
friends
runs
with their
quickly. So
boyfriends
any
in
run that you
town,
can
and they
score
getting
here
married, and they got their
is
guys,
big.
and they're going, and you're not being able
2-2
to do that.
Yamas. Takes it
And
for
so
a
you
called
convince
third
yourself
strike.
you
Inning
want to go
over.
back home to Nebraska.
And
It's
so
just,
Lowry does
and I'm
shut
telling
the
you,
door.
Oh, nice pitch.
Closer.
She got out of that
she's 6
inning.
years old, and she's
Curveball
on her
hits the 3-hole
porch in her
hitter who
rocking chair.
loves
She's gonna
these
be like,
moments, but the lefty
man, I
Lowry
should have just
enters
stayed at
and
Oklahoma
strikes
and
her
won a
out.
whole bunch more national championships.
Well, I'm done with the Jordy Ball. I just wanted to tell you face to face that I agreed with what you said. But you know, hindsight's 2020. When you're doing stuff like this, when I streamed stuff, you know, everybody's always going to have a different opinion. Just
Yeah.
like Outlaw was saying, you know, when Alabama and Oklahoma play or whatever, you know, and losing, you know, subscribers or whatever, you know, they can't get upset whether they're a Tennessee fan and they're in here watching the game and you're not a Tennessee fan.
Yeah. And JT, yes, she's not just hitting at Nebraska. She's knocking the piss out of the ball. And she's hitting home runs left and right. She's an excellent hitter. And she's fast as hell. So she runs like lightning.
I think if softball, I think if they had a more viable professional league, that she may have stayed at Oklahoma because it would have helped her professionally. But because they don't have a viable softball league yet, they got one, but it don't make a lot of money. If they had something like the NFL, she probably would have stayed at Oklahoma.
You're probably right about that. That's a good point, actually, because it would have helped her draft stock.
It's just like you said, she saw her friends getting married and having kids, and there's really no professional outlet after softball. So she's like, I'm just going to go ahead and go to Nebraska and get with my boy.
Yeah. No, that's a good point. I really didn't think about that because you're right. If they'd have had like a more professional league, she wouldn't have left because it would have hurt her draft stock.
That's right.
Well,
So-
you know, like it is, you know, it's always God first, family, and then country. You know, everything else is
She has been on her game
second to all that. So
Yeah, and she's a great girl. She's you know, she's about the right things, and she's not full of nonsense like a lot of these kids are these days. So I got nothing but respect for her, and she's a badass in the circle. I mean,
yeah,
I'm listening.
I have mad respect for Jordy. Like I said, I think, you know, her choice. I mean, she made it. It's her choice. And she can definitely shine more at Nebraska than she could have ever at OU because, I mean, look, tell me this. Could you pick 5 players off the OU team right now, right off the top? I mean, if I had to pick
Like
those
by
5,
name?
it would be Wells, Parker, Pickering, Garcia, and
she's only given up the 2 hits.
probably Alyssa Parker would be my top 5 on the team right now.
That's fair.
Sunshine asked, is pro softball failing? No, I didn't say it was failing. I said it don't pay as much as the NFL. It pays money, but it don't pay the kind of money that would make you make a decision as far as what college you stay at. That's what I was saying. They're making a little bit of money, but they're not making NFL money.
Yeah, and it's just getting started too. It's still very new.
Exactly.
I
Very
agree.
new.
I agree with you, Outlaw. You know, when you talk about football and the pros, NFL, I mean, look at how many drafts have come out of OU and Alabama. OU's got more starting quarterbacks in the NFL than any other college right now.
Exactly.
So if softball ever gets bigger, as far as having a pro team, what they got now, I don't consider pro. But if they ever get up to that pro level, then softball is going to explode.
A little shrug there to
Yeah,
say, all
I
right,
feel like it might be on the cusp of doing some great things.
Still a hard hit.
We babies on, Killer.
That's right.
Guess who's coming to the plate?
Off the first base bag a little bit.
Is that
Is it number 1
I think it is
enough
Kendall.
To sneak past Yamas
Yeah.
No.
on a ground ball.
It's Kendall coming to the plate. So you ready for number 26?
Oh man, it would be so nice.
Boom, baby, boom.
It would be so nice.
Nancy Evans,
Sunshine
the
says she got a
pitching
meatloaf
coach,
in the oven.
out to
You're making me
Josh
hungry.
Hancock.
Hey,
Here we go. Pitching change.
This is really the
Howard is the only one that's supposed to
the
be
second
smelling your
time
meatloaf.
tonight.
You know what I'm saying?
that Hancock had allowed the leadoff rise. Should say
If you
third
smell what the Howard is
base.
cooking.
The other instance, it was a Kendall Wells home run.
Well, and she's having this conversation right
I
now.
like the new name too, by the way, Outlaw.
Hitter gets on and
You like the
think
new name?
Yeah, I think it broadens you, especially when people are looking at it. Nothing wrong with the Outlaw college football, but I think the Outlaw Sports Networks just really broadens your channel and what you can do with it.
That's what I'm trying to do. I just don't want to be pigeonholed in just college football because I like other sports.
30 hit 25 home runs this year.
College football is my first passion,
That's a
but I do like other sports.
stat line for an entire season. She has done that at the halfway mark, essentially.
Well, I know you said you're
Just
going to be
staggering.
going and
Here she
doing
goes.
something with somebody
Big
to help
rip.
your channel, and
That's on empty.
I commend anybody that tries to better themselves or
The
what they've got
nation's
going on. And
25
if it's a
homers.
move in the right direction for you,
That solo
you got to
guy.
go, bro. You got to do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it for a little while and see how it
Hancock is
goes.
now ahead
I'm
of
not
the
gonna let this channel go though.
No.
Side of the plate,
You want to call it killer?
about literally 8 or 9 times.
296 feet.
She is
Center
shooting
field.
the ball out of the zone. So if you're Hancock
I
on this
like
0-2
it.
pitch, you're not throwing anywhere near the
Behind the
strike zone
count, man.
against
I will
Wells.
say this: Ole Miss has figured. Ole Miss has done better against Kendall than anyone else all year.
Big pitch.
And she
Margaret
still has
first.
3 home runs.
Swing and a miss. Down goes Wells, and it's now a new season high.
Oh,
6
man.
runs
She
for
chased that
Hancock.
way outside.
Be careful, and you can't give in. Well done by Acock to go at Wells with the exact game plan that has worked against her
Man.
in her last 5 or 6 at bats. Nancy Evans went out to talk to her.
I don't know
She
what
exactly
she's
she
seen in
wanted
that
to do,
pitch,
and she
but
executed it to
that
perfection.
pitch was off the plate.
Yeah, that was
Next
terrible.
up, Gabby Garcia. Way out ahead of that
Yeah,
one.
beast.
Strike one.
Man, what is
Wells
going on?
just could not help herself in that at bat. Just couldn't resist.
It's like they're not seeing the ball good today.
Yeah.
Their patience that they've shown all year in the
Not
box,
having that, having to
it's
face
not
Gabby
there.
Garcia right now by any means.
Bluffs the
Kevin
bunt.
Collier said, "I like all sports, like curling." I don't like curling. Me and Killer was talking about that the other day. They had that shit on the Olympics. I saw them doing it. I said, man, it looks like they're pushing a vacuum cleaner down the floor. What the hell are they doing? I don't understand that shit.
He's gone
That's
toe to toe
terrible.
with just about all of them tonight. A
Come on,
super
Gabby.
performance.
Find one.
A bunt right out in front of the plate. Who's
You got
going to
it.
go after it? Star
Nice.
hesitated. It
Botch.
looked like Walker, the catcher,
Oh,
Somebody
she done it.
botched. Choke
to the
job.
third baseman, and then Star hesitated. So they get to
All right,
it
here's
late.
Jesse's
You've
girl,
got 2
Kai.
Sooners on.
Well, and just well angled, a little bit down the first base.
I can definitely go yard.
First baseman is anchored
You know
back
there's
to
a
first
song
base and being
called Jesse's Girl.
behind First base. So
Yeah.
could not have put it in a better place, just in no man's land with the defense that Ole Miss was showing.
That's such a good
Garcia,
bunt.
Second time that she showed bunt in this AB, and she's still got.
That's
no
about
win
as good as you can
on
do
the
it.
field.
Yeah.
Perfect execution.
All right, Kai, come on,
We got
baby.
2 on
I think
now.
it was a
Tying runs before it
UTEP game I was watching earlier. Kai hit 2 home runs in that game. She's got the
Yeah,
power.
she did.
Sooners
did.
threatening down a run in the 6th inning. They've won the
Kai's
first 2
no-
games of this
She's
series
not going to play around.
quite easily. Couple of a run.
Sunshine
rule
said she
victories.
likes the slapping
This one's
contest.
competitive. Finale.
Yeah, we were talking about that the other day. They got this one blonde on there. When she slaps another female,
500
it's like lights out.
into the season. Went yard
What kind of
20
slapping you and Howard gonna be doing?
We
Fielders
can't talk about that on the channel, Outlaw. This is a PG channel.
Yeah.
And now Bunker's going to go out.
You
to
must
the
be
circle.
mistaking me for Jason Watkins.
Hey man, y'all, I really feel bad that I run off one of y'all's subscribers.
Don't feel bad. We was trying to do it anyway.
For a little bit of love and reassurance.
You done what we couldn't do. I want to make them tap out. I don't want to block them. I want them to block me.
The intensity in the
I
stadium.
just
that Ole Miss still
I don't
has
do the
lead in top of the
disrespect.
sixth inning.
I don't do the stolen valor. So
Well,
Hell
and,
no.
when I heard that's what he was on here doing, it was time to step up and show him the door.
Yeah,
Today,
dude,
average
absolutely.
story against Aycock.
I mean, Eric
there's my
Pine.
girl Bella.
The 2 hits in this
Eric
inning,
Pine's doing the same
total,
shit.
but Aycock had only surrendered.
Yeah, I seen some of that.
First 5 innings.
You know,
They got 2 on here with the 1 out.
I didn't get involved in it. I figure y'all can handle Eric. He seems
Come
like,
on,
you know,
Tense 6th inning right now. Rolled over.
Shit.
First base.
Oh,
side.
yes.
Tomas, can she
Yes,
get
she's
the ball?
safe.
She got it.
Yeah.
Bases
Yeah.
are loaded.
they're loaded for Bella.
You act like you just scored an Oklahoma touchdown.
She absolutely should have dove
Hell
to the bag. She
yeah.
should not have gone.
So, Killer, does Bella go
The only
deep?
way that you get minor speed.
Bella's
is
gonna
She's
go
due.
to the bat
prom
right there.
night.
Don't go with your foot. Dive with your
Prom
glove to
night
attack
on
the
that
bat.
ass.
That is how she would have gotten her out. But
You know,
minor,
I am surprised with
hustle
all
that
the
box,
home
didn't
runs
feel
Kendall
sorry
Wells
for
has
herself,
hit this
rolling over
year.
a ground
She
ball,
hasn't
and
had a
now
grand
OU has
slam
the
yet.
bases loaded because of the freshman's hustle.
Say that again.
Small ball in this
I
inning.
said I am surprised with all the home
Isn't
runs
that
Kendall Wells
ironic?
has hit this year. She has
This
not
is
had a
loaded.
grand slam yet.
Still just 1
True.
out, and Alyssa Parker was scheduled to hit next. Patty Gasso is going to send up Isabella Emmering, a pinch hitter, to the plate in this situation.
Hey, if you're in the chat there and you haven't liked and subscribed, guys, look, it's
That was
free
not a
and it
very
supports
well
their
timed.
channel. It don't cost you nothing. It only takes a second. So I don't know. I can't see the likes there, Killer, but whatever we're at, we need about 25 in the next 5 minutes.
At every base,
I think you're right.
you've got
I think
Evan
you're right.
speaking with Aycock.
I came
I got-
on here to help support their channel.
All of the
You know, so y'all show some love and support and hit that like button.
Scenario like this.
What's up?
I got
James?
5. Said you made him tap out, Howard.
Double play opportunity with Emerling.
Yeah, well,
Plate. It's
you
gonna
know,
be
he
tough
never
for
did
Minor.
tell me to come to
Shows a
Austin.
little pressure.
No, he didn't tell Killer either. He told me because he knew I was 1,000 miles away.
Kyra Aycock is a ground ball pitcher.
I think he just wanted to dance with you, and I don't think it was
First
two-step.
at bat for
He's
Evan.
probably right.
Yeah!
That one is
Yeah!
by.
Hell yeah!
Game
That's
What'd I
talking about.
call? What'd I call, baby?
Isabella Everling.
Howard, you are the Nostradamus of Sooner softball.
Hell yeah, we got him a name now. We're gonna start calling him Nostradamus.
Hell yeah!
Emerling, aggressive early.
That's that
and
Sooner
on the
magic,
stage,
guys.
Right down the heart of the plate. Patty
She
Gasso
knew it right
making
away.
the move to take Alyssa
He just
Parker
got over
out.
100 in the
Emerling
chat
in.
over that
It was
home
one of
run.
his
Just hit
numbers
100.
I
this
thought it
season.
was my mug
Line
shot
of
up here,
swing,
but okay, I'll
first
give it to
pitch
the
with
grand
a
slam.
mistake
By the
that
way,
shoots
that's why
rockets
Patty's the
out of
GOAT.
here
She
for
takes Alyssa
OU's
Parker
second
out
Grand Slam of
and
the
puts
series.
Bella in. And look what
That
happened.
was just clobbered.
You know,
deep into the
Bella-
night.
When Bella connects, you can almost count it gone.
The Sooners.
But
Yeah.
Bella is
landed a
just
punch.
a
They're
wild
5-2
child with the
now,
bat.
a game
What's the
changing
score now? I can't see
slam.
for the live thing on my
5-2,
phone.
sir, 5-2.
With one gone,
5-2?
Alyssa
Yeah,
Parker
Yeah.
that's that Sooner magic y'all were all waiting for.
Hits now.
How do they say it? There's only one.
Dude, this is what and the
Swing
thing
and a
is,
strike
man,
Aycock
like,
has made
I
just
just
2
can't tell you how many
mistakes this
times
entire
I've seen
game, and they've
Oklahoma
both been
softball
punished
come
for
down
home runs
from
by OU.
down and
Emerling,
win,
get
take the
your
lead late in the
swing
game
Off. I mean, that
off
is
of a home
just
run.
right
That-
on time.
It's
That
so
light
much
behind
fun.
me looks like
Know that it's
the light
gone
behind me
right
looks
off the
like
bat.
Jesus or something.
Unbelievable
It
power.
does.
I'm like
Yeah,
the
it looks pretty
football.
cool. Outlaw with that light shining on the ceiling.
I'm a football god.
That would have been the second out of the inning. However, if you have Emerling do what she just did a moment ago, you're still now facing a deficit on that.
I guess I should have said hi to everybody when I come in, other than you two guys. So let me give a shout out to I Got 5 on it, Spooky Sooner, JT, Sunshine,
Those are a couple of what ifs
and the
this
rest of
inning.
the posse.
That's down the line.
There
No
you go.
play for Stahl.
That's right.
Just finding different ways to win, different ways to produce. Ella Parker, great at bat to start off this inning.
Jesse
with
Jesus
a ground
Outlaw.
ball that just snuck through the infield to find her way on, and then a quick strikeout.
That's what Russell
after that.
Lee says.
Woodcock was going to get back on track, but you're right. To me, the turning point was Gabby Garcia showing the Ole Miss defense something different.
Oh, yeah.
Away Cox legs. Reeser's got to hurry. She's
safe.
out.
What?
Agbayani thought she beat it out.
I think
As
she
it
did.
stands right now, that's
I
the
think it's
second
time
out.
for Patty to throw a challenge out there on that one.
So pointing into her dugout. What does she want to do?
Need to explain to everybody. Sometimes people don't know, but
You get two
hitting the like
challenges.
button's not the
Maybe a
only thing
why
you can
not?
do. Subscribing and liking are two different things. So if you hit, after you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button too.
Challenged by Oklahoma.
There we go. Challenge. I think she's safe.
First look.
Yeah, I believe she was safe there too.
Maybe she got there before that
And
throw,
if
or
she,
did
it,
slow
you know,
things down and
the
take
tie
it
goes to the
herself?
runner. So at minimum, it was a tie.
I think she's out.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I do
You're
think
right.
she's
Watching
out,
it slow
actually.
down here by
Damn.
a fraction.
Let's give credit where it's due to Jim Cooper, the first base umpire. I think he got this right live. Not easy to do. I don't think that there's a clear and obvious way to overturn this. Great hustle by Agbayani. These players just go so hard down the line.
You got to slow it. Yeah, she's. I can't. You got to slow it down more than
Those
that.
first two looks were very good angles at that
She's
one.
probably
Yeah,
going to be out.
ESP. Well, I can't even talk now. SEC is not like ESPN. ESPN will slow those replays down to a point. There you go.
Hawkeye system we have in the SEC. Just
Her
so
foot's on the
clear
bag
and
before that ball's in the glove.
For some of these close calls that
Actually, it's her
I
heel
think.
touching
Well, I
before her
can't see
front of her
too well
foot comes
with
down.
the.
Yeah, the front. Is that the back of her heel touching?
Yeah.
looking too for not just for her foot to be on the bag, but to actually compress on the bag. There's a difference between the bottom of her cleat just touching the first base bag versus her actually getting.
I don't
to
think
first
Ole
base.
Miss has won an SEC game yet. I think they're 0-6.
Remember, we
Are
need
they 0-6
something
or 0-5
definitive for
right
that
now?
replay review center to say,
0-5. They're about to be
have
0-6.
this to point to that shows we can overturn it. If you don't have anything definitive,
Is there any
the ball would
undefeated?
stand.
They may have played 2 series because I think Alabama's played 2 series.
So as it is right
This will
now,
be
that would
Ole
the
Miss's second
out.
series. Is there any undefeated teams in SEC play right now as far
Oh,
as the
she's
SEC?
safe.
So it is reversed.
Yeah.
You know,
Patty
Look,
smiling. Look
I
at
don't
Patty
know
smiling.
with the replay.
You know, I don't understand that, Killer.
Do your
Ray
best,
Charles could have seen that she was
and
safe.
even when you do your best, you still get
I
it
think
100% right.
Alabama's already played 2 series, including the Missouri series, if I'm not mistaken. And I think Ole Miss did too. I think Oklahoma didn't start the same week.
No,
Yeah,
we
they-
started. Sorry, we
they
started a week
started-
after y'all, Outlaw.
If I had
Yeah, that's what I'm
the,
saying. So I think they're 0 they might be 0-6 or 0-8 now.
maybe a spike
They might be about to be 0-9.
down on that double base. Is the foot down?
Tammy Burton in the house with a
What's
hell
up,
yeah.
Tammy Burton?
So they've done reverse the call and called her safe. Why are they replaying this still? I'm telling you, this announcer hates OU. She
Can you
just hates
challenge a
OU.
challenge? Can the
know what?
coach challenge a
Coach hates
challenge?
salad.
Now that coach is probably so stupid she thinks she can challenge a challenge.
Perhaps used to rule on that.
I don't know.
Yeah, she can't challenge a challenge.
You can't triple snap double snap.
That's old piss for you.
Sean
I'm
Burgundy.
glad you don't have to like pass a test to be a broadcaster to get the replay review right or wrong. You know, like if that was a test that we had to pass to call games,
Tammy,
I
where's
would
Richard?
fail. I don't think I'd be calling games.
I have flip flopped about 3 times.
Terry
in this
says
season.
boom time.
Oh,
Takes
Tammy's in
off
the
for
house.
second, and so Agbayani gets there. So she is making the most out of this second life here around the base paths. But did she leave?
You know that
early?
catcher for Ole Miss, she's got a weak arm.
We're going to get another challenge.
The call on the field is that the runner at first base left on time. That call is being challenged by Ole Miss.
Oh, you got to be kidding.
Elena
me.
She's
Agbayani
challenging a challenge? I didn't know you could do that.
No, she's challenging that the runner left first base early.
Ah.
Wow. This is what this stupid coach did last
Before that,
time.
yeah, this
Now
shortly
it is-
before that pitch is released.
Oh,
She
smack.
definitely did.
Oh,
So
She's out.
that is a great job by the Ole Miss dugout. We talked about this yesterday, but there
She's
are
out.
coaches or
Yep,
players
she
in the
left
dugout
early.
looking specifically at the runner. At
Sean
first base.
Purgandy says,
They
"Boomer."
left early.
But you notice
I
this
think they're
pitcher
third
here
line
for Ole Miss has a slower release
and has been caught.
than most of the pitchers.
This is going to be a short-lived trip
After
on the base
further
pass for
review, the call
Agbayani.
on the field is changed. The runner is out.
Well, look at that.
Out remains no guys, no
Ain't that some shit?
If you're Agbayani,
Well-
you get a hit out of this sequence.
I guess that's tick for tack there, huh?
That's working for you.
Well,
That's
no,
nice.
they're the ones that.
What's
Well,
more
yeah, that's
important
true,
is
yeah. But they
Oklahoma has
challenged
scored
earlier.
4
I mean,
runs
this
here
coach
on
has
that
got
Everling
5 challenges
clutch
on
grand
Patty's
slam.
1.
So they are back in front by 3.
Yeah, you can see in that dugout.
Well, that's
I'm
all
sure
right.
Maybe that's
We
the
love
group
2
that
away.
relays it to Traxel that she left early. You know, they're taking
You
pride.
get 2
in
challenges,
their role
Sean.
and their job in the dugout that they got it.
This one's hit hard out to left. Barker flies out. Inning is over. But it's clutch hitting. A pinch hit grand slam for Everling. Busts it back open for OU.
You know, I really think that if Lowry struggles with these first 2 batters, they need to go to the bullpen and bring Dill in and let her close this.
Yeah,
She's looked so much better this year as a closer.
I agree.
Hey, killer.
I totally agree.
Hey, buddy. Go ahead and remove me from the thing. I don't want to accidentally end the stream.
Okay.
Later,
I gotta go in-
Outlaw.
Yeah, I got to go in here and take care of a few things, but I appreciate you coming on here, Howard, man.
Man, I appreciate y'all having me on.
All right, I'll check y'all later.
Outlaw. That was the outlaw of college football, JPC, Jesse Paul Clark. Although, probably don't need to use names on Facebook anymore or social media. That's probably just a bad idea in general. So just the outlaw of college football is good enough.
Sunshine, you got to have a little faith in Dill. I understand that she's looked bad in the past, but since Patty's been bringing her in as a closer, she has had an outstanding outing every time. I can't remember, but I think her ERA is like 0.1 or something
Who's
as a
that?
closer.
Oh, I don't know what it is as a closer, actually.
You know, a lot of people over the last year's season was really down on Bella Emerly, but they didn't realize that behind the plate, she was one of the best catchers in the nation.
Yeah.
And I hate to say it, she's probably a better catcher than Wells, but Wells has got a bigger bat, and Wells sees the ball much better.
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree. Give me 1 second, Howard. I gotta check. I gotta look at something here for a minute.
Take your time.
Come on. Come on. Jesus.
What are you at on likes there, Killer?
Hold on, I'll tell you. We are at Well, let's see. We're at 82. That ain't bad. We got 111 in the chat right now. There's 9 on X and 102 on YouTube.
102 on YouTube.
That constantly goes up and down, like constantly. So it's
Right.
always fluctuating by a few.
Well, if we got 102 on YouTube, we should have 95 likes before this game ends.
That would be amazing. That would be amazing. All right. We need to just go ahead and get out of this. No runs in this inning, obviously.
Right, right.
And Audrey, that's a good pitch.
My feed's just a little bit behind yours for some reason, Killer.
Is it?
Yeah, you seen that pitch about 2 seconds before I did.
Are you watching the feed from the channel, or do you have it on another YouTube?
I've got the YouTube up so I can see the chat because I couldn't see the chat on the StreamYard.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Sometimes, I have no idea. I'm just be guessing.
Right. Well, I'm sure you're streaming and using a separate laptop. That's what I did when I streamed. I used a separate laptop.
Yeah, that's right. I really just need to get new equipment, man. I'm just been being cheap, because I know what I got to spend and I don't want to have to spend it.
I mean, there's mid-grade equipment out there that you can get for a decent price. But if you get some high-grade stuff, I mean, you can drop $500 to $1,000 real easy on just a camera and a mic.
I know, man. Trust me. I used to be a musician in a band, and we had all of our own sound equipment, the board and everything. So I'm well aware of how much all that stuff costs. It gets expensive quick.
Yeah, and for somebody like you or Outlaw or me, we don't need a mixer or anything because we're never going to have nobody, sitting next to us streaming.
No, but I do need to get some headphones and a good microphone because, man, my voice just gets beat to hell by the end of these things, man. I'm constantly yelling, into the effing computer mic. It's not the way to do it.
Welcome, Fred. Hit that like button for us, Fred.
Is Fred Bagley in the house?
Yeah.
What up, Fred?
Jumped in.
All right, Lowry needs to get a double play ball here. Lowry is a contact pitcher. I mean, she pitches to contact most of the time. She has I think her strikeouts are up this year, but man, ESPN is killing me. Killing me.
They say that Gabby Garcia and Agbayani turned the best double play so far this year.
Look at is that right?
Yeah.
All right, it's another error on Oklahoma. E4.
And that's just uncharacteristic of Agbayani. Golden Glove.
I'm gonna tell you what, they better be careful, man, because they give up that grand salami right now and go down, take a, and lose the lead. That's emotionally tough to get over.
Yeah. Have you heard anything about when Roach is coming back, or if she's even going to make it back this year?
I haven't heard anything. I tend to think she's not coming back this year.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you on that.
And that might mean she's just not coming back. You know?
I know that they say that her and the pitching coach that they've got now does a lot of communicating. I don't know if that's during game or just, outside the game.
I don't know, man, but I'll tell you this. Jen Rocha had a little bit of mystique to her. Jen, I'm sure when Jen walked out to the diamond, it had a much more different effect than Carly. And God bless Carly. You know what I mean? I love Carly for what she was willing to do for the program. And that's who Jen wanted. Jen Rocha hand-selected Carly. So, but man, not having Jen, I think, has been real tough.
Yeah,
it's amazing
I'm sure
that they've been as good as they've been.
I'm sure it has, especially on these girls like Lowry and Dill, who's so used to dealing with Rocha and has that connection with her. But when you look at Patty Gasso, she just has, this karma about her, or I shouldn't say karma, charisma about her, that she can take these girls when they're 7 runs down and have a talk with them, and it just goes so far that the girls, she makes them girls believe in themselves.
Yeah, that's a strike all day long. What in the hell, man? That can't be. That's just such bullshit, dude.
It is.
Oh my God.
That was the same area on the other side of the plate that they called a strike for Ole Miss.
Now you're just trying to give it to Ole Miss now, man. That's ridiculous. That's 2 in a row. The one before it was even better. See? This is so bad. This is bad news.
This is going right to Gabby. Nope.
He does not need it. This ball does not need to be anywhere near the plate, man. I mean,
if I'm going near the plate, I'm going knee high, bro. Knee high. Nothing up.
Yeah, it's got to be down. It's got to be down, man, for sure.
Matter of fact, I'm going down into to just off the plate.
Yeah, I want you to have to get on your. There you go. That was perfect.
Yeah, nice pitch.
That was great, man. That's a strike. I was about to say, you better call that.
Did we hit our 95 yet there, Killer?
We're at 92, baby. We only need
on,
3 more.
3 more likes, guys. I got on here to help support the channel.
That's another
I'm a
strike.
member. I know there's 3 more y'all that can hit that like button right now.
Thank you, Howard. Appreciate that. All right, let's go, man. Come on, Audrey. Get out of this. Yeah! Hell yeah! That is huge. Huge.
Who we got coming up to the plate there, Killer? Do
That
you know
is
offhand?
So huge. You know what I'm saying, man? Huge. Huge cajones, like they would say in Mexico. That was big, Russell. I don't know who's coming to the plate, Howard. I'm not sure. Let me think about this. The last batter that got out was
it Agbani with the steal?
It was Agbani with the steal.
Because we had a batter at the plate, didn't we?
Yeah. I think it might be Sid Barker for some reason. Richard Coons, that's right, man. That was clutch. Clutch, baby. And I'm not talking standard transmissions. What's the is that her 5th, Sean? That's pretty good. That's pretty damn good. She was definitely Dayor. She was definitely showing that. I mean, that's what you want to see, right? That's what you want to see out of Audrey. You want to see her be able to, like, it's you're gonna get in bad situations. That happens. Now, if they're happening all the time, you got problems. But even the best are gonna get into sticky situations from time to time, and you got to be able to pitch your way out of it. And that's what Audrey just did in a conference series on the road. That's a big deal.
Oh, Barker flew out to left.
Who's up?
George said killer. So there's no telling. Patty may switch it up now. She may bring in a pinch hitter. She may bring Tia in off the bench.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
3 outs away from their second straight SEC series sweep.
Such a cool moment for her, and Patty
That was
Gasso
big.
is just learning so much about.
Yeah, you're right on there, Michael.
Oklahoma has put together this
There's
year,
not a
which is
girl on this
large
team that doesn't have the power to put it out of love field.
You really want to see
Or not
as a
love
coach,
field.
these games, your team, these
But
players, and
yeah,
this
they ain't
situation,
not one. Is that Gabby?
where the team is on the line. Who can I
No.
pinch hit? Who can I bring in?
No, that's the Abby.
That's Abby Dayton.
Yeah.
She can hit it out too.
Oh yeah.
There's a line drive caught
Wow.
out left field. Grisham runs down potential trouble off of Abby.
Ooh, that would have been extra bases had that got through.
One out of the 7th inning.
That was nice, man. You just got to give her credit. That's a great catch. ESPN just cannot get their shit together tonight, man.
Here, Grisham that sees it off the bat. Tough one to read and the hold there.
I know we hit that 95 now, killer.
Line drive. Yeah, read.
We are at 100, baby.
That's what I'm talking about. 100.
Very nice. Well done there, Howard. Well done. Nice
Still
work.
Aycock in the
Thank you,
circle.
sir.
I think what's particularly interesting.
Thank
is
all
just
y'all
these-
in the chat that's hit the like button. If you hit the like button, just know that the subscribe is different. It doesn't cost nothing. Hit that subscribe button. That way you get updates of when the Outlaw Zone streaming a game.
That's right.
Blast brought them all home. In the bottom half of the 6th inning.
All right, let's get KP. Here's my girl. I love KP. KP is one of the OGs on this
Load the
team.
bases themselves,
You know, KP
but it's Lowry.
came to OU and immediately become a leader on this team.
Yes, she did.
Hey, look at the left on base. And for
If I
Ole Miss,
remember
left seven
correctly,
on base.
Cassidy
OU
Pickering's
is only
first at
left
bat as a
three
Sooner
on
was a
base,
grand slam, right?
especially because, of course, that
I know it was.
Um,
I know it was a. I know it was at least a home run, but I think it was a grand slam.
I believe you're correct. I believe it was a grand slam.
Somebody in the chat look that up for me. Cassidy Pickering's first at bat as a freshman at OU was a grand slam, right? Was it a grand slam or was it just a home run?
And we don't want that to be lost in the shuffle here.
Sunshine says it was.
It
So I
was.
do believe it was a grand slam.
Yeah.
You know, that's Sunshine's girl.
That's the second out of the inning.
I sometimes worry that I'm going to get traded in.
Things on Saturday, the opener against Oklahoma. You know, if you
Yeah,
look back,
see?
she had a really strong.
So Cassidy
outing a
came
couple
into
weeks
the
ago
OU softball as playing like a
against
stud.
Texas, went 6 innings, gave up 3 earned. So this program,
You
they did
know,
not play a power
all those haters
until they
out
started
there
SEC play.
said OU didn't belong in the SEC. I think OU has
SEC play have looked
put
pretty
their
good.
foot down and showed their dominance of what they are as a college and
These first few
their
wins in SEC
football,
play, she's made that
baseball,
clear.
basketball,
It's her
softball
experience. She has
when it
really
comes
good
to
stuff.
SEC
She's a
play.
freshman year, you talked about at Oklahoma
That's true.
State, where you saw really how good she
That's
was.
You
very
know,
true.
they were in that Big 12 so many years. They were really underrated as far as being an SEC team or being in the SEC. Just because they were dominant in the Big 12, they, you know, always said that the Big 12 is nothing like the SEC, which it's not. But you had a couple teams in the Big 12, and I'm not a Texas fan, but Texas, you know, wasn't a Big 12 team. They were more SEC, just like OU.
Big blast. She
Oh,
gave
yeah,
a solo
absolutely.
homer to Wells.
There's no question
And
about
Hammerlich
that.
just unloaded on that first pitch she saw from Aycock.
Well, and both of the home runs that OU is
Here's Sweet Baby at the plate, everyone.
The first pitch. So first pitch mistakes that OU
And they're going to walk her.
And really, you look at the full 100.
Getting a little going with 2 outs. Top of the 7th.
Any mistakes except for
Thank you
those
there,
two
Tubby.
drills with an opposite field home run. And then
Anybody
everyone
want to see number 27 tonight before this game's over with?
There's the rookie phenom Wells. Took Aycock
Come on,
deep in the
Kendall.
4th. Aycock has struck her out twice, though. Fouls that one back.
Come on,
She won't
Kendall.
strike her out this time.
They definitely have found a little groove here with pitch calling against Wells to stick on that outside corner, low and away.
Yeah, they just pitching
drop
her
ball
outside,
right
and
at the
she's just
knees
been
and
chasing
see
the
if
whole
she'll
time.
move with them, even a ball or two.
She'll
off
go
the
opposite
plate.
field with it.
Strike 2.
Unbelievable, man.
Just continuing to work that exact same pitch.
But, you know, if she don't swing at that pitch, that ump's going to call it a strike just because of who Wells is.
I agree. The problem is she can't make contact to foul it off.
Trying to
She's
set
been
this
she's
to
been
bottom
off.
of the 7th
She's been
inning.
missing it
Team's
all.
down 3.
This,
0-2.
certainly this whole
Foul
game, but
back.
they've been doing that to her the whole series.
Every one of OU's
They've been
opponents
they're
is
low
gonna
and
go back and watch
outside,
this
and
film
she's been
as soon as they
chasing.
see, oh, Kendall Wells struck out.
And then the other scary thing is that they've also been coming at her
Okay, let me go back and see
over
how
the
they
plate
pitched her.
too,
It's gonna
and just
be the
fixing
exact
speed, and they
same
just
pitch
I think they're in her
over
head
and
right
over and
now.
over again, and
I
now
mean,
other
she is only a
teams are gonna
freshman, you
target
know.
the
She's
same area.
got to learn how to get through a slump because these are going to happen. This won't be the last one.
Fouled again. It's spoiled
Well,
off to the right.
you know, right now she stands
would say
5
there
home
would be
runs away from
0%
OU
chance that
legend,
she will see
legends
him
Jocelyn Aloha
in this
and
finish.
Laura Chamberlain.
So, too, like,
And
you were
at
sure
25,
something
she
different
is
than that because
13
you're
off
pulling
of
her a
setting a
lot
new
out. Nope.
single
To
season
the outside
record
corner.
for home runs. The
I
record
know,
now
man. It's crazy.
currently stands at 37 by
It's over at first.
Gomez out
Made on
of
this
see?
strike three.
back in
Aycock
1995.
has fanned her 3 times.
See, they just
7
struck her out on that
strikeouts for
same
Aycock.
pitch, low and
It's a new season
outside.
high. Her team has got a rally in the bottom of the 7th.
Same pitch, man. Now this is it. You got 3 outs. You got to get them out.
Powers her.
You got to get them out. You know? It would be devastating to come all this way back late in the game. So you got to come out and you got to be so let me ask you this. Do you come out with Audrey Lowry? Is that who you bring out to finish the game, or do you change it up?
You know, I'm not Patty, and I'm sure Patty will probably stick with Audrey, but I believe I would bring in Deal to close this out. I'd bring her in. Bring in a lefty.
Well, I can definitely see the
I want to show them
reasoning
something
there.
different, you know, this
yeah,
last
yeah,
at
yeah,
bat.
for sure.
Or bring in Alyssa Parker. Bring in that freshman.
That's kind of what I was. That's what I was actually thinking.
But, you know, looking at Deal's performance here lately, when Patty's brought her late in the game as a closer, she's performed, you know, outstanding.
Yeah. Yeah, man, for sure.
Strikeouts for Audrey Lowry, and 3 came in the 6th inning. She struck out the leadoff hitter on a rise ball, then got herself into a jam with the bases loaded and struck out back-to-back hitters. Was nails in that moment.
All right.
Ole Miss could have stepped up and either tied up this game, got some more runs on the board, a relief outing for Lowry of Sydney Berzon, who had a great quality start.
Like I said, Patty will probably stay with Lowry.
3 outs away from their 2nd straight sweep.
Yeah.
Last weekend, it was.
I mean, I hate to say it, you know, our pitching's getting better, and Lowry's right now standing looking at our ace for the year. So
24-2. those first 2 wins.
Yeah,
And
listen,
this one,
honestly,
they were
Ole Miss is
tested.
not that
This
good.
was just
They're
a
playing great. They're playing good
compelling
tonight,
game
and Oklahoma's
from the
playing
start.
horrible.
An entertaining one here to close out
But
this weekend.
they're
in
not that
SEC
good. So
softball.
Audrey should be able to come here and shut them down.
Good
I
news
mean,
for
she
Ole
really
Miss.
Yeah,
should.
that's
Top of the order
that's
here
been the
to
whole
face
game
Lowry.
tonight. Ole Miss has been playing the best ball they probably played all year, and OU's played probably close to the worst ball they played all year.
Yeah.
Defensive errors, offensive just not being patient in the box and
2 and 3 in
swinging at
order
bad
to go up,
pitches.
but the unfortunate part for Ole Miss, 3 of those.
By the way,
first
we got
4
104
hitters in the
likes
lineup
now.
are
Thanks to
left-handed
everybody in the
hitters.
chat for
It's a
hitting that
tough
like button.
matchup
Really
with Lowry and
appreciate it.
lefty spin.
And if you hit that
0-2.
subscribe button, big thank you for that as
Inside
well.
Wilker
That
laid off
really
it.
trying to get to 10,000, so that really, really
The
helps.
Rebels
We
scored
appreciate it.
first. 2 in that
121
set.
right now in the chat, 9 from X, and
They carry a
112 on
2-1 lead into the 6th
YouTube.
inning. Is that fair? That is just foul.
Wow, that's
And
scary.
that 6th was when OU, in a methodical manner.
That's a good
where
question,
obviously
Leatherneck.
we've explained so often how
That's a
Oklahoma jump on
good
its feet
question.
So quickly. They slowly but surely put runners on base. One
Quit
reached on a
crying.
bunt
I
single,
know you're right about that,
another a
man.
slow bouncer through the right side, then an error, and then bang, the grand slam. Wave and a miss. That is 3 straight punch
Thank
outs
you there,
for Lowry.
Leatherneck.
I'm just loving this rise ball in that she's throwing to these left-handed hitters. This is a low rise ball.
2 outs to go, and this game will be in history books.
That pitch against these lefties has
We're right
been working all
there.
night.
It'll be
She's
a sweep
recorded
for the
6
series.
outs, Lowry has 5 of those the punch via the strikeout.
Get your broom out.
You know, at the beginning of the first game, I said OU would sweep Ole Miss.
You did. Get your broom out.
Ole Miss has 2 outs to work with.
Oklahoma's looking to sweep.
Well, Ole Miss has got one challenge left. Do you think she's going to use it before the end of the game?
I'm pretty sure,
It was
yeah.
pretty straightforward with this.
She's
bunch.
not going to feel complete
Before
without
today's
it.
game, it was what
She reminds me of the head coach for Texas. Mike White? Ain't that his name?
Couple of nights.
Yeah,
And
that's right.
I think we've
It
certainly.
looks
all
like
been
she
impressed
swallowed
to
about
see
3
the
Mike
fight, the
White.
resilience,
Huh.
and how this Ole Miss team carried itself.
I'm not going to comment on that, Killer.
Yeah, and we'll say it over
I'm
and over
just
again,
saying.
Kevin, but the tone
You ever
set
see that
in
old
the circle.
Saturday Night Live
Hit
sketch?
hard,
The,
right back to Agbayani, 2 gone.
And
What was the
Kyrie
name
Cox
of it,
set
man?
the tone
God
when
dang.
she
It was
came
like
in
the
in first
wide
inning,
asses
struck
or
out
some
the
kind of shit
first
like
batter,
that.
faced the minimum in
And
that
they went
first
to
inning, got
the
herself
restaurant,
out
had a
of a
reservation
situation
for
where
their
she
name,
walked
and
to
then they
batter
pan
with
down and they
Gamecock's
get their
team, went
asses
under a couple
I don't know the
strikeouts in
name
that
of it.
inning.
But that's what
Kyrie
she looks
Gamecock
like.
set
Looks
the
like one
tone
of them
for
from
the
that Saturday
guts,
Night
the
Live
intensity,
sketch.
the fight for this Ole Miss team.
Well, everybody on their feet, stand
Last
up and
chance,
scream.
Mercy Yamas.
OU's 1 out.
Deep in the hole.
Oh! Oh! Now she's
Finishes
just
the
showing
job
off.
with a beautiful defensive
Wow.
play. And the
Gabby.
whole game is over. Oklahoma
Gabby.
wins
Gabby
its
just showing
21st
off.
straight.
Gabby doing that
And it
little
swept its first
twirl,
2
just so
opponents
you
in
know.
SEC play to start
Just so you
6-0.
know.
And they're right there at the
Show
top
that
of the
again,
league.
man. Show Gabby do that
rivals,
little
Texas.
pirouette.
And OU clearly
And
has
I ain't
some fight
talking
too. We
about
talked about it on
ballet.
the Ole Miss side, but to have a
Show
comeback
Gabby
win
Well-
do that
if
little
you're
twist
OU,
in
which
the
is
air.
their
I want to
10th
see it.
of
Damn
the
it.
season. They showed some fight too.
Killer, I want to thank you for having me on your channel.
Hell
I
yeah,
want to thank
man.
everybody in the chat for their support and me getting on the channel with Killer. And, you know, I know we talked about other things there for a little bit, but, you know, we watched the game just like y'all. And when a channel brings you a stream like this for free, you know, and all you got to do is come in and enjoy and have a good time with, you know, fellow fans. You can't ask for nothing else. Sit back on your couch and relax.
That's it. I had a great time in here with everybody. Unless y'all want to talk about something specific, I assume that's not the case. If there's something everybody wants to talk about, bring it up in the chat. We can talk about something specific. Let's see actually who does Oklahoma play this in the midweek? Let me take a look at that before we go. For those of you that are curious, let's take a look at Oklahoma Here we go.
When are you going to stream again, Killer?
That's what I'm looking at right now. That is exactly what I'm looking at. I'm trying to find the damn. Here we go. Okay. Oh wow, no midweek game, I guess. It looks
No,
like
we don't have a midweek. I know that for sure. While you're looking that up, Killer, I just want to thank everybody.
Go ahead, Howard.
I was just going to say, yeah, you know, I want to thank everybody that, you know, came in and put those likes up for your channel. I know that's important to y'all, and I know that, you know, you're wanting to hit that 10,000, and I really want you to prove Outlaw wrong and get that.
That's right.
Before football season.
Yeah.
I mean,
Thank
you know,
man. He thinks I'm wrong about that.
I mean, you're a gambler. I'll tell you that. I mean, the odds are not in your favor, bro.
That don't mean shit. We're still gonna get it done. We're gonna get it done. You watch. All right, man. Yeah, the next game is Friday on the road. LSU, my alma mater. Even though I'm a diehard and Sooner fan, I'm an alumni. Thank God of both. So I'll be pulling for OU on this one, no doubt about it, as I always do anytime Oklahoma plays anyone, including LSU. So I'll be here Friday streaming the game with my OU gear on. And hopefully everybody's comes out to watch the game with us.
All right. I'll be there, Killer. I know Sunshine will be there. You know, I'm going to close the door behind myself. And before I leave, Boomer Sooner.
There you go, baby. Boomer Sooner. Take it easy, Howard.
Yes, sir. Thank you again, Killer.
All right, man. So that's it. That's a wrap. Oklahoma wins their 21st game in a row. Great winning streak going right now, 21-0 in the last 21 games. Next game is Friday night. LSU on the road, Baton Rouge. Never an easy place to play on the road, I can promise you that. But I like Oklahoma's chances. LSU's kind of struggling this year, and it's probably not going to it's not going to help them when they see their best pitcher from last year wearing the crimson and cream, because that's what's going to be happening when Sidney Berzon strolls into Baton Rouge next week with Oklahoma and not with LSU. Everybody be cool. Kevin, have fun in Siberia until next game. I got 5 on it. Fred Bagley, Sunshine, Wamblero, Sean James, Quit Crying You Lost, Spooky Sooner, Russell Niche, you knucklehead, Fred Bagley, I am Sooner. Leatherneck. I think that's about it for a while. Dayor, Nitro, Scott Lester, Sean Pergande, Richard Burton, Tammy Burton, everybody, Tubby, everybody.